Hey guys, today on Michelle's Opinions, I would like to talk about ego. Healthy ego and toxic ego. I hear often from many people that we need to just get rid of our ego. Ego is bad. Let's think about this, guys. Do you think that we have parts of us that we don't need? Spare parts? Actually, what we're finding out is there's parts of our DNA that seem to be dormant, parts of our brain that are dormant. Seems that those things are all coming to sparking into life. So, instead of thinking that you need to shut off your ego and just get rid of it, which, helps you to be who you are, helps you navigate through this and experience. Me, personally, I'm going to keep my ego. My ego is not the problem. It's the use of my ego that can be the problem. Let me explain. I made a few contraries. I'm going to try and make this a short video. Okay. A healthy ego. My healthy ego has helped me to stay alive. So, when I'm walking on a narrow path up the side of a cliff, my healthy ego is helping me to stay closer to the mountainside rather than walking right there on the edge where I can tumble over. Yeah. It's my ego that is wanting to keep me alive. My ego keeps me from playing on the freeway. Yeah, I'm not going to go bouncing around on the freeway because my ego's telling me, not a good thing. So, would that mean that my ego's bad? No. I'm keeping my ego. My ego helps me navigate. My ego helps me with bringing in and absorbing all the experiences and getting the most out of them. Okay, my ego helps me gain courage and to try new things. How about skydiving? I've always wanted to go skydiving. My ego is going to give me the courage to go do that. And so many people, go up, and there's helpers now that help you go and achieve these things. So it's completely safe, okay? My ego gives me a healthy sense of fear. Not as scary, I'm afraid of everything, but just like the examples I gave you with playing on the freeway or walking on the edge of a very narrow path on the side of a mountain that I'm not going to go and try and pummel down and fall and hurt myself. And my ego also helps create experiences. And when I'm participating in those manifested experiences, my ego helps me to absorb it and get the most out of it. Okay, now let's go to the other end of the spectrum. What is a toxic ego? Well, a toxic ego would be somebody that uses their position of authority to cause you to submit to what they're telling you to do. They may say, I am connected to God, and God told me that you need to do this. Well, I would consider that a toxic ego issue, okay? And you guys, in every aspect of everything that's going on, we can either use it for our benefit to grow, or we can stunt ourselves and get stuck. So just keep that in mind when I'm listing these out. And again, this goes along with the godlike, the authority. A teacher in a classroom may, there could be a genius, as one of their students. But no matter what that student says, that teacher's ego is so inflated that they will never be able to surpass what that teacher thinks that they know. That, is considered a toxic type ego, meaning that nobody will ever catch up, nobody can surpass you, because, hey. All right, yeah. An ego is a person that's using a toxic ego will tell you it's my way or the highway. They usually do use threatening terms, or if you if they're buried in their toxic ego, they will attack you. They'll use attack words at you because their ego, oh, you don't threaten my ego. And they'll question you or call you names and be really bitter and really heavy-handed on you. Okay. Okay, they use, like, and I brought this up in the video I just made before about the 12 Years a Slave, that movie. Somebody with a haughty ego, where they dehumanize others. They don't realize that everybody is equal and we're co-creating together. Maybe they do realize it and they're wanting those other people to co-create what their vision is, and not even allowing those people to broaden out their own experience. But they'll use holy books, and in that movie they used the very scriptures and cause those people to submit to their masters and things like that. That's an unhealthy ego. That's a toxic ego, and you've got to know which is, where's your good and where's your bad. Don't polarize anything. Just be accepting and move through it. And as we are it just seems like the ego's being polarized, is being deemed as bad, evil, get rid of it. No, guys, keep your ego, keep your individualism, keep your personality. We're every color of the rainbow. We are a garden of so many arrays of colors of flowers that are blooming up. I mean, any way that you try to look at this, wouldn't it be pretty boring to walk around and we were all just the same? I think of, a Borg. We're all thinking the same, we're all talking the same, we're all exactly the same. Sounds boring to me. Okay, so you get my drift. So part of our individualism, our little bit of our ego, healthy ego. Our healthy ego keeps us alive, keeps us from doing crazy things, and it's a part of our personality. So yeah, and let's see. Yep, and I touched on that. And yes, toxic ego is going to want you to create their vision only. They're not going to take into account of the equality that you have with them. But a healthy ego is going to see that you are infinite potential and want you to blossom up and be all that you can be, but still not play on the freeway or walk on the edge of a cliff. You guys see the difference? So let's stop demonizing our egos and realize it's a part of our personality. There's also, I wanted to touch on this real quick. Twin flames. You're going to find people out there that would be completely opposite background, but woo, you mesh up with them so well. It's like, oh my gosh, you're the other half of my brain. I've met such a person. Oh my gosh, she is amazing. She does a show called Mel's Table Talk. I recommend you guys look it up. That's what the channel name is, and that is what the shows are called. And she goes live, and she has a panel. She brings in guests all the time. So, go check her out, guys. She's amazing. She's listed on my homepage as one of the suggested channels. So that's it on ego, guys. Accept your ego, love your ego. It's not bad. It's not. It's just a matter of how you apply it and how you use it towards other people. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. Peace. I'll talk to you soon.